Spurs Bros! Welcome into season 2, episode 6, the Avery Johnson episode of the Spurs Bros Podcast. Avery Johnson, an absolute legend. Small guard to small guard. I have to give him respect, man. Absolutely.
Shout out. Little general, baby.
Yeah, man. Absolutely.
You know, we had to go number 6. The numbers retired by the little general. Guys, I was looking into this a little bit. I don't think I realized how many teams he actually played for in his NBA career. So he had multiple stints with the Spurs. He had time with the Supersonics, the Nuggets, the Rockets, and the Warriors before the 7-year stretch with us. And then he had a couple other stints with, like, obviously Dallas towards the end and another team. But, you know, obviously the majority of his career was Spurs, but he kind of got around a little bit. He was undrafted before finding a home in San Antonio.
That's fact.
I didn't know he was only with us for 7 years and got his jersey retired. That's pretty legit.
Yeah, I mean, it was the 7-year chunk, maybe 8-year chunk in the middle, and then like a little bit of time, like a couple stints at the beginning, like short half season kind of thing. But yeah, obviously most known for the go-ahead jumper on, you know, left baseline against the Knicks to steal the 99 finals, our first ever championship. So
Yes,
special
sir.
place in Spurs fans' hearts.
Oh yeah, absolutely. That'll get your jersey retired for sure, man. I love him, man. He's still an advocate for the Spurs as well. Like, I just love his energy, just
Big
always
time.
positive. Like, he's got that just great vibe about him. So, all right, boys and gals, Spurs Bros. Since we last talked, we have a lot to cover. There was 5 games over the course of the week, and we're going to get into all of them. But mostly, we want to reserve our energy, our cool, calm, and collectedness to the last 2 games, which were against the Warriors, which we played on Wednesday and then just last night at home. So, all right, we're going to start with this. We have a lot of thoughts on all this stuff, but first, let's go with in order. Spurs win against the Rockets 121-110. That was an NBA Cup game. Really interesting to see the court there and what that looked like. It was at home. Boys were hyped. My first thought on this is in the wise words of Jeremy Sohan, Houston. Yeah, that was a great win for us, 121-110. Stu, do you have any quick thoughts on that game?
Houston is right. We won. It was 9 days ago. I don't think anyone tuning in right now listening today gives a about Houston 9 days ago, and we just got by the Warriors the past 2 days. So
all right. Hold on. All right, time out. Hold on. Of course it matters. Holy shit. We're just gonna have to put you on mute, dude. Me and Ray will have this.
We do have to celebrate the wins. Like, obviously the vibes are down after last night, but we do have to celebrate the wins. Houston's one of our biggest rivals. It was a super physical game, gritty win. Like, we were holding Kevin Durant on every single off-ball screen and cut and everything. They were holding Wemby. They were holding Steph. Like, there was no love lost. Fouls were rampant, but the refs were letting everybody play, which I thought was a good thing by the refs. Instead of mucking it up like our game against the Lakers, the refs let that stuff go. They called it when it was necessary. But it was a big win. We had to lead the whole game. We did not let up. We won by 11. It was a big, mature win. Ime Udoka had great things to say about us. He said we punked his team. So, I mean, that's huge. Like, we do have to go back and remember our feelings from a week ago. That was a big-time win against our basically biggest rival.
100%. And I got to say, like, also Şengün, at first, I remember when he got drafted. We could have drafted him, by the way.
Yeah.
I don't know if y'all remember this, but we could have. I was super pissed that we missed out on him. But, man, after just seeing his antics, bro, like, I texted y'all at the end of that game. I was like, did any of y'all see that play at the end? That sort of like,
I missed it real time, but you sent the tweet afterwards with the clip on the free throw line.
Yeah, man, exactly. After, Wemby got called for a flagrant foul off that dumb whatever, he was kind of like boxing out. He's just so much bigger than everybody else. So, like, his hand is just like all over Şengün's face or whatever, and he flops a little bit, gets a flagrant, call on Wemby. But at the end of the game, he's all tight. He's all pissed that they're losing. At the end of the game, 30-something seconds left. We're done. We're shooting free throws at the end. And he gives a jab and elbow right up into Wemby's jaw and face.
It's like a whole truck stick, like right off the free throw shot. Like, he just rammed his whole shoulder and elbow into him, completely uncalled for.
I'm so impressed with Wemby that he didn't respond or say anything else. Like he literally just he gave him like half of a look and then he just ran back down the other, the court and just go and finish the game. But oh my gosh.
Yeah, good on Wemby staying composed, but
yeah.
Also no part of me would have been mad if he just started a full on brawl right there with the whole squad. I would have been sick too.
Right? Yeah,
so
exactly.
Good on him for staying composed. Got that Timmy D in him, just shrug it off and run back down. But
take this L, Alpy.
Yeah. Now he did get a little more animated in this latest Warriors game, which we'll get into in just a second. I know we're just kind of teasing y'all along, but so we go back to back. We went against the Pelicans on that Saturday, 126-119. Spurs also took care of business there. Reagan, any thoughts there before we kind of move along to the?
Yeah, my one thought. I mean, again, it's a team we should have won against. They had a lot of guys out. We took care of business. Trey Murphy,
didn't he
lit us up. He almost 40 points, I think. I mean, he was hitting 40-foot bombs all night long. Yep. I saw somebody say that he was auditioning for February for the trade deadline. And if that was an audition for a trade to come to San Antonio, then well done, sir, because I know he was a big trade target on this podcast over the summer. And if some of our guys don't really shake out in the rotation and in this roster like we think they should or like we hope, Trey Murphy for a couple guys in a first or second, a couple first round picks, dude is cold.
Yeah, that's something to talk about too. I mean, I don't. Yeah, obviously I would definitely take him. He's cold as hell. But is he the one that's been injury prone? Is that who we were talking about, or is he?
He's had some injuries, yeah, but okay. I mean, 6'8", probably 7-foot wingspan, unlimited range, decent
41.
handle. 41. Okay.
41, 9, and 3 assists. Yep.
He's got all defensive team potential at that length. He can guard 1 through 4. I mean, he would be an upgrade from Jeremy Sohan. A lot of the same defensive capabilities, but a phenomenal top tier shooter, which is something that we could use. And he's got the youth compared to a guy like Harrison Barnes. So there's just something to think about. That was my main thought is we took care of business. Good job. But Trey Murphy, really impressive stuff. And he's been a trade target that's been rumored for over a year now. Would love to find a way to get him to San Antonio.
Totally. That would be great for us. I think if they're trading anyone, it'll be Zion first, and they'd build around Trey Murphy would be my guess. That's what I would do. He's better, more potential than Zion at this point. So I think Zion they'd get rid of first. But yeah, Trey Murphy would be the best one to get. That was 7 days ago. I don't think anyone gives a about us beating the Pelicans team with Zion playing.
Here we go. No, hey,
but also it was Fox's first game back.
There you go. You have to mention that.
Fox got back. He played good.
Yeah. Nah, bro. What's up with this doomer attitude, brother? Jeez.
We're 8-4, dog. Come on.
Yeah, we're 8-4. Yes, we should be granted 10-2 in my opinion, but
the majority of this pod is gonna be on the Warriors. We're gonna get there, but we gotta touch on every game. Is what we do.
Yeah, man. You don't just give people what they want.
I touched. Fox came back.
Well, yeah, you said, yeah, Fox came back. He played
big impact of Fox coming back is Stephon Castle. His turnovers shot down. I think he had 37 assists in 3 games in the first 3 games of Fox's return. He's averaged less than 2 turnovers in those 3 games before the Warriors. So that's been huge for Stephon. Lanes been opening up for him, passing lanes, passing options, driving lanes, everything. So getting Stephon off ball a little bit more has been huge, allowing him to play that second guard spot. Has been a big impact. Fox has looked rusty. Well, he still scored over 20 points a few times.
I'm about to say, I thought his first
in that game he looked great.
Yeah, in his first 2 games back, he looked phenomenal. That's what we have to mention. That's what I wanted to mention as well. Yeah, Fox looked great in the sense that he reminds everybody that he's just a bad man. He just makes it look easy. That's the thing. He just makes everything except for the last couple games. But he makes things look easy. Just 24 points, 3 rebounds, 3 assists. But he kind of just did it almost going half speed. You can just kind of get to his spot, up fake, foul, and one. He just knows how to just work a team, work a D. And so
in the post game interview, someone asked him you didn't score in the first quarter. Then he came out, he got 15 in the second. How'd you do that? He was like, I'm good at basketball. Like, what do you mean? You know, I can kind of go score when I want.
Exactly.
But yeah, he was just, I'm good at basketball. Of course, I'm going to go score 15 in 5 minutes or whatever. But that was good.
That and he closed us out too. Like when we needed it, I think it was a 1-possession game. I think it was like 122 to 119 or something like that. We had the ball and he just gets to his spot. It's something that looks like it's a move that looks like I could make it. Like crossover left to right, gets to the middle, up fake, and then gets the guy to bite, step through, floater, game. That's it. Put him away. But like he just makes it look so easy. And I just know that's just elite. Just the way he makes that look. So, all right, enough there. On to the week that was, which was this Monday game we started against the Bulls. We can just basically, unless you want to talk about this, gloss over that.
We've got to talk about the ending.
Okay.
So,
all right.
We've got to talk about the ending. The ending had me up. Sorry, Alec, I'll shut up.
I was going to say, no, Spurs win again, 121 to 117. So again, after losing that Lakers game, which is a Wednesday, we go on to win 3 in a row. So it looks like the boys are rolling again. We did almost blow it. So we did blow a 20-something point lead. But we ended up going on the road in Chicago, getting that win, 121 to 117. Reagan, go ahead.
It was a comeback win. We were playing ugly. People were saying this game is over in the third quarter, but just an absolute barrage. And Victor Wembanyama made himself known to the city of Chicago. That is a bad, bad man. He came down last minute, 3, and then I think I don't know if he had a block or if he was kind of contesting whatever shot came down on the end. But we come back down on the offensive floor. There's about 25 seconds left. Harrison Barnes comes to set a screen, and he goes Jeremy Lin to Kobe from, however many years ago in L.A. He said, nah, get out. I don't need that screen. Stay away from me. I got Vooch on me. I'm about to cook this man.
Yeah.
And in and out, cross. Vooch said, oh, my God. And Wemby just drilled it right in his eye. Bench goes nuts. Game over. I think Wemby had like 14 or 16 points in the fourth quarter. Just absolutely dominant. Set the world on fire. You don't see a 7'4" dude going in and out, cross, step back 3, dot it to win the game after he just hit another 27'3" 30 seconds before that. So that got me up. I was pounding my chest. I was saying, talk your shit, Wemby, let's go. Like I was hyped for that win. The Bulls have been playing well. We talked about it last week. Big win.
No, yeah. I'm really glad that you mentioned that last possession because I did mark this down in my mind that I wanted to talk about it. Stu's going to admonish me because he wants to get onto the Warriors game. I know. I can just feel it. I can feel it through the screen.
You can see it.
But I need to mention it because that was elite, Reagan, and it wasn't an in and out cross. This is why it was even better than this. It was absolutely freaking elite. This skill right here. So he goes toe tap. He goes cross between the leg, so through, and he steps. And then he does it like a little toe tap step again, as if he is going to go blow by to the right into that exaggerated cross. That's what like got him off balance.
Okay, yeah.
And that is an elite like guard level move. And that's why I'm like, holy shoot. Like nobody's talking about that online. I hope that like we could pull the clip or whatever. But man, that was absolutely freaking elite. And again, it doesn't look like much because he's so big. And, like Vooch didn't like fall down or anything, but it just gave him all the space that he needed. It was basically a wide-ass open shot, but that's what set him up into that move. It was beautiful. Little through, toe tap, cross into that move, man. It was beautiful. So, perfect there. Also,
yeah, I don't think anyone gives a shit that would beat a Chicago team.
Oh, my God.
Team with no Josh Giddey. No Josh Giddey, no Kobe White by 4 points. But yeah, it was a good little dub, but,
All right.
I mean.
Here you go. Go ahead and play, Reagan.
Shot clock going down. Vucevic guarding. Wembanyama. How about that?
Nasty. Look at Vooch.
Yeah.
This man. Where
he
you
almost
going,
fell
bud?
on the cross.
Yeah, he
did. Look at that.
Yeah, he's leaning back.
Yeah, he's doing a dance.
He was saving himself. But also, before we get into the Warriors, then we have to. This is where I guess we can start talking. Y'all called it last season. Jeremy, most polarizing player on the team. And I was like, no shot. That guy's not even worth my time. But this week, it's gotten, once we got Big Corn back, him, and Mitch turning the most polarized people for the Spurs all of a
Yep.
sudden. Mitch, people hating on his coaching, lineups, whatever, and Jeremy can't seem to find his way into the rotation. Even last night, getting more minutes, ended up being 12 minutes. I know we'll get into the Warriors, but we got to talk Jeremy because that was the first game back with Korn, had everyone, and Jeremy got 10 minutes that night.
I think he went.
He got 10 that night. I think he ended up getting 6 Wednesday, about 12 last night. But either way, 25 minutes total in 3 games with big Korn back.
Oops. Yeah.
Oops.
Yeah, that is something to talk about if y'all want to. I will say though, while Reagan's bringing up these stats, is the Stephon Castle to Luke Cornett connection is absolutely elite right now.
Pick and roll, man, is
pick and roll. I mean, like, I think Castle has had 30 something assists. I know we're going to gloss over this because we're just trying to get to the Warriors games, but he's had 30 something assists over those last 3 games previously or something. He was double digit assists. He had 11 against the Bulls. And again, a lot of those are just coming just Cornett, man. He's breaking down the defense, throwing a lob, just making it look easy. It's so beautiful.
Him and Cornett have that best connection for sure. I know we'll get into it more with the Warriors, but I want to see Fox and Wemby get that high pick and roll. Same. And then we'll have that connection, and then Castle and Korn connection, like have that all game long. But we haven't really seen much of Fox and Wemby high pick and rolls yet for whatever reason, because that's where Fox thrives. So I don't know, but yeah, that Korn and
three
Castle.
games. 3 games since Cornett come back. Jeremy's played 10 minutes, 6 minutes, and 13 minutes. So it's definitely down. I think the reason, Stuart, you just talked about the pick and rolls with Wemby and Fox. We're all imagining that it's going to be this elite thing, and it should be in our brains. Wemby's not a good screen setter.
It's too thin.
He just comes. I mean, not even thin. Like it's bad fundamentals when it comes to settings. He just comes up and puts his hand on the guy's thing, and it just lays on him a little bit and wants to either pop or short roll or whatever it is. He's not getting contact. He's not staying long enough for the guard to actually use that screen and come off. I don't know if that's a design in the system, if Mitch wants him popping early and basically slipping these on-ball screens, but if we're gonna run screens with Wemby, something has to change, and that something has to be Wemby sticking that guy. It should be an elite combo, but it's just not been so far.
We'll see. Yeah, that's fair. Any other thing to say before we get into to what I'm sure the fans, the Spurs Bros at home are wanting to hear about? Anything else? Any last thoughts?
I'm good on these 3, I think. I know Stuart's itching to get into this. Cornett, 6 of 6 from the field in his return, 16.7 rebounds. I said it weeks ago, but I'll say it again. Last thing, Luke Cornett, 6th man of the year watch.
Yeah.
Oh man. All right.
Because now he's officially he is our 6th man. Yeah. I guess he comes in at the same time as Keldon, but they both pop in. But we take out Fox and Wemby 5 minutes into the game. That's another discussion for another day.
Harper could be in that discussion too, but for right now, it's Cornett.
Yeah, well, obviously, I haven't seen the full team yet healthy, so we'll see if what the full rotation is once Harper's back.
Yeah. Alrighty, folks, Spurs Bros, the moment you've all been waiting for, and we're bringing this up because there was a lot of drama. So Wednesday, after coming back from Chicago for a short stint, we come back home and we play the Warriors in a doubleheader game, sort of Wednesday and a Friday game. And we're debuting our throwback courts. We got the Fiesta jerseys on. The Warriors are on a back-to-back. They got crushed by OKC just the night before. They fly in to San Antonio, and we're like, all right, well, I was getting greedy in my mind. Again, remember, we're on a 3-game win streak. I'm like, I'm being greedy. Let's just go get both. Let's go crush tomorrow because they're tired, and let's just go win a close one on Friday. We don't win any of them. So I'm just going to go ahead and ISO. Let's do ISO right here and just get out of the way. I'm just going to put myself on mute. I mean, like, we'll go by one game, but like, Stu, what'd you see in that Wednesday night game against the Warriors?
I don't even know where to start, man. I mean, we were watching that one together, had a couple buddies over. We were watching, and I might have jinxed. I mean, it was ugly ball the whole first half. Both teams just looked ugly. They more so coming off the back-to-back. They're tired, didn't get until 3 a.m. from OKC, but just ugly ball. But also we were up, 15, 17? We were in the second quarter right before half, and I said, like, man, guys, I don't want to be that guy. We're on a 3-game win streak, and I was walking to get another drink, and I was like, there's no way they can be. We look shitty right now. We're up 15. Imagine it's playing good. Castle was just taken to Curry. We kept saying, like, I said multiple times, I feel bad for Steph Curry. Famous last fucking words. I feel bad for Steph Curry.
That's crazy.
The first time in his career, he can't do any. He looks like a little bitch boy out there against Castle. Castle was killing him the whole first half. Obviously, they made adjustments, and Curry was never on Castle the rest of the game. But he was just taken to Curry. There was nothing they could do to stop Stephon. Had multiple assists. Had Cornette. We were looking good. Actually, again, we weren't looking that good. Offense wasn't even that good, but we were up 15. That's why I was like, imagine it's looking good. There's no way. And then, there's a way. The greatest point guard in the history of the game came and fucked us in the second half. But there's a lot of other stuff too. But
no, great point there though. And yes, I can attest to this. Stewart did say all of those things. He did say, I feel bad for Steph Curry. He did say those things out loud. I was there for that. And you're right though. You're right. Like Steph Castle was absolutely just giving it to
we were going for that switch every time. Yep.
Yeah, I mean, like all these inverted euros and then like spin moves, all this stuff, just getting to the foul line, getting fouled, like just it was absolutely beautiful. But then dude, we look up though. We're talking with each other. We look up and it's a close game to end the half, and then the second half it was basically all Warriors. We couldn't establish anything, and so I don't know. Reagan, do you have any thoughts on that game?
I know that people want to talk about the refs and the free throw count. So anybody that hasn't heard this stat, sit down and put on your seatbelt. Free throw count. So Steph Curry took 14 free throws in that game. Fine. Jimmy Butler took 10 free throws in that game. Also fine. They're both stars in this league. They deserve the call. Some of the calls that you don't think they should get. Whatever. But that happens all the time for those guys. 24 free throws between the two of them. Steph with 14, Butler with 10. The entire Spurs team took 12 free throws in that game. I think the Warriors outshot us at the line by like 20 attempts or something like that. Scott Foster was on the crew. I'll just say that Scott Foster was on the crew. And if you know Scott Foster and what happens in games that he refs the Spurs, then you'll know that this is kind of consistent for that. There's a lot of calls that didn't get made on one end and a lot of calls that did get made on the other. That's a huge 20 free throw disparity between the two teams is crazy. I know, Stewart, you wish Mitch probably would have gotten himself lit up and tried to make an impact on what the rest were doing.
Yep.
Yeah. I I texted my other group chat that night, and I said no, because it's a joke around the league or whatever. Every playoff series when it's 3-1, 3-2, who are they bringing in to ref? Scott Foster, the extender. I said no doubt in my mind, 10 years from now it's gonna come out 15, whatever. Part of the gambling ring bad. I don't give a fuck what anyone says. He controls every game so much, it's crazy. They shot. And of course, we were a 4-point favorite that night or whatever, lost. But that's beside the point. It's crazy. And I also told you, Alan, we were there, it's going to be hard for us to win any big game. And we saw the game kind of last night, even though the whistle was better. But it's going to be hard for us to win any big game against a star because we don't get those calls yet. Wemby doesn't get those calls yet. And Steph gets them. I said Shea's going to get them. I said Giannis will get them. We saw Luka get them the whole game against us. They all have that whistle that we don't have. And we got Castle getting in there damn near every other possession. He's in there getting fouled lit up. He shot some more free throws this year, but not that much. But yeah, it also started Wednesday night with Draymond and not getting a tee that night. How you said, Reagan? I was definitely yelling, get fucking Mitch, get fired up, like just same old stuff.
It's unbelievable. Yeah, I'm surprised you didn't go into that more. I guess there's more where that came from as far as the Draymond standpoint. Like he's just like. It's unbelievable that he can draw that much attention and mind share of people. He does. I mean, he does share real estate in a lot of people's heads. For someone who scored literally like 4 or 6 points, he had 4 points late in the fourth quarter. 4 points, absolutely bricking from three. But he still controls like people's emotions. And I'm just surprised though, like you said, Stu, that he doesn't get teched at all. I don't think, did he get one? I know Steve Kerr last night Gotta,
no, but he
It's
didn't
Curry
get
last
one
night.
over
Draymond
both
didn't get
games.
one in either game. Yeah.
and they're zooming in on him after every foul call that's made against him. Like they're zooming on him for like 15 seconds, and you can see that he's just like angry, like
Dude,
He's
legitimately
berating
angry.
the ref in the ref's face like this, like talking down to the refs. Like every single one of them are getting the business by him, and they're all afraid to call a tech. It's crazy.
Yeah. Just because, like, and we saw it with Luka and JJ that last week. Just because they have this persona about them that it's okay, this is who they are. They talk to. If Mitch yelled at the refs as much as JJ was, if Wemby was yelling like the last two games, how Draymond was yelling, he would have got a T because that's not like known for. Oh, Wemby's yelling at me. He doesn't do that. But just because Draymond's known for fucking talking shit, yelling, can't hold himself accountable. He just gets to get away with so much shit. So did Luka. It's crazy what the differential players have in this league just because of who they are. It's just crazy to me, dude. It pisses me off so much.
It kind of reminds me of OKC and how they play defense. Like they're just overly aggressive on defense, and they're just like, all right, well, refs like I can't call every one of them, or maybe that's their mindset. So maybe that's how Draymond is. Like my floor is like right here, and so you're not just gonna tech me up every single game. I'll take a lot, but you're not gonna tech me up every single time down the floor. But yeah, and then the last one. I mean, there's a couple of things that pissed me off. Was like that specific play where Wemby hit that little hezzy coming down court, and Draymond was sticking his little nubby fingers, 6'6" fingers in there, trying to get a steal on a 7'5" guy blowing by you, and he gets whacked in the face. Incidental contact, in my opinion. And they call an offensive foul. They I mean, like that's just so
he's leaning in,
flopping back.
Yeah, but to say you're out of position, I don't know how Mitch doesn't call timeout and get that and actually challenge that. That was what pissed me off. I know we kind of got it back, and then Draymond started, getting pissed off again, like because we kind of got a call a little bit back later on down the game. But that one, and then the free throws again. Yeah, I mean that's just like it's impossible to ignore because Steph Curry was just getting the most absolute like BS calls, dude. Running towards the freaking out of bounds, running towards the baseline. Luke Cornett is like double hands up, and Steph Curry is just like using his elbow to get by and throwing up a shot and just getting called. It's just so stupid. It's just so ridiculous. Like, I don't know. It sucked. And I don't know. I think maybe the NBA had a little talk because they knew obviously we're playing against them on Friday. There was a lot better as far as whistle goes going into the Friday game. But that's all I had to say there, man.
Couple things to go ahead, Stu.
Well, I was going to say also Wednesday, our game plan was clearly like, we're the worst. I think the actual worst 3-point defending team in the league, right? Aren't we 30th? They obviously lit us the fuck up on Wednesday night. They did last night as well. But Wednesday night, with how good Steph did and all that, Jimmy also went 5 of 7 from 3. Kind of got into it on X online. Like, why did Jimmy open so much? I was like, dude, that was like one of his literal best 3-point shooting nights of his whole career. The game plan was fucking let Jimmy shoot threes. He happened to go 5 of 7. Let him do that again last night. He didn't, obviously. But like, he had just ugly shot and just line drive, knocked him down. That's how it goes. Really, though, it was a Steph shot.
Yeah.
That's just fucked us. And then people bitch online. I know Jeremy only got 6 minutes, but the whole thing was, why is Jeremy on? Like, dude, we put Jeremy on him last night. Steph's still going for fucking 45.
Yeah, Steph
Curry
doesn't.
No one-on-one players guarding Steph in the league when Steph's hot like he has been. But there was nothing we could do about it.
Yeah. Steph ended with 46, 5 rebounds, 5 assists. Silver lining, I guess. Cool stat. Wemby had 31, 15, 10. Steph had 23, 10, and 10. That was Steph Castle's first ever triple-double. So congrats to him. He was chasing it all into last season. That was kind of a storyline. That's the youngest duo in NBA history with 20-point triple-doubles. That's the 4th time ever that a pair of teammates have both had 20-point triple-doubles in the same game. But that's the first time in NBA history that's ever happened in a loss. So, I mean, Area 51 is otherworldly, and they're making statements basically every game. If not both of them, then one of them is going off like crazy. So you love to see that kind of production and impact from our 2 future franchise cornerstones, 2 of the 3 or 2 of the 4, however you want to look at it. But would love to see that come in a win.
Yeah.
And last thing from Wednesday, Fox looked like ass. Fox didn't play good at all. Turnovers, just completely looked unaware, like he didn't want to be there. Crazy work.
It was bad. It was pretty bad. And then Mitch Johnson, he did defend him after the game, saying, "Hey, he's just coming back. It's been months." I was like, "Well, he didn't start off rusty.
He just had 2 badass games, scoring 20. Yeah, you can't.
Yeah. So that was my thing. But go ahead, Reagan, if you have anything.
I gotta push back a little bit on the trade Fox crowd and Fox's ass crowd, and the stuff online last night was crazy. But Fox came back, first game back, adrenaline's rushing. Like you're gonna have more energy. You're gonna be amped up. You've been waiting for this return for 7 months, 2 injuries. You come back, he plays well, he does great. Another couple of games, he looks pretty good. Then you start really getting into the flow and the rhythm of an NBA season that you haven't experienced since March. And yeah, I mean, you can't simulate an NBA game in a practice in 5-on-5 scrimmages with the like assistant coaches and all that. Like it's not going to be simulated. So I think there should be a little bit of grace with him, and the expectation for him to dip a little bit after a hot start is perfectly normal in my mind. It's going to take him a little bit to kind of get into the flow of that actual conditioning and playing. Like, yes, he's taking care of things, but he hasn't had a setback. That's huge. After 3 games, we watched, what's his name? Green in Phoenix. He came back from a hamstring, re-injured it. He's out for another 6 to 8 weeks. Zion's coming back. He's dealing with the hamstring. They don't want to rush him. Anthony Davis has a hamstring or a calf. They don't want to rush him. Like, we got to be careful with this hamstring thing. He's looked good physically, hasn't been hindered by it, but his play is still a little bit rusty. He's finding his way. So give this man some grace. Let's look up, at Christmas time and see how he's really gotten into his rhythm. He's 10 games less than everybody else so far. Let's relax on the Fox's ass take.
I'm no part of that crowd of
I didn't mean that you are. I just saw the shit online. It's crazy.
But it was a fact he was asked Wednesday. I'm just saying he was asked Wednesday. He's not asked in general. I expect him to go off the Sunday against the Kings, his old team. But yeah, he was asked Wednesday full on, just not aggressive, just looked unaware, bad turnovers, bad passes. He was asked that game. It's fair to say. But yeah, I'm no part in the crowd if we need a trade. I'm full on Fox did a lot to get here, all that. I love Fox. Sure.
Completely echo that. But I did say, I was like, where's Fox? And he was actually on the court, Stu, when we were together. There was a couple of times where I was like, where's he been? He hasn't got he was just lost in the mix basically in that game. But he did come back. He played better, obviously, until the very end. So that leads us to last night's game. Obviously, still charged up there, folks. Again, Spurs Bros, in case you didn't see it, breaking news. We did lose that game.
Breaking news.
Yeah. Against the Warriors again. The whistle was better. I thought it was going to be a hard fought game as well. I didn't think we're going to come back and blow them out and show them or whatever. No, I knew that they were going to, stick with us. But my gosh, that was an absolutely electric game from start to finish. That was going blow for blow, punch for punch. Every time that this is my first point I'll make on this Friday game, last night's game. I texted y'all this. Every time that we took a lead and or had a chance to extend the lead, we blew it. I got to say, this was our fault. We would either turn it over or we'd be on a fast break and get an awful shot out of it. One of 3 things would happen, and it just happened at least 4 times last game or yesterday. And so that's what I'll start with there. Is punch for punch, going just back and forth the whole game. Anytime they would respond, we would come back and hit a 3, and then they hit a 3. Steph Curry went nuclear again. That was sort of the high level thought in my mind, but there's a lot more details to get into. Reagan, what do you got there? Do you have anything that you want to mention?
I mean, you touched on the transition offense was garbage, especially late. I mean, we've got to figure out what is our general philosophy in offensive transition coming down the court when we have numbers. We cannot be bowling people over and having charges called against us. We cannot be playing hot potato with the ball. Got to be a little bit more decisive in those scenarios. One of the things to me that was about last night was Moses Moody, who is a shooter, and Podziemski, who is a shooter, but holy crap, dude. Those two, you got to be joking at some point. I guess Moses Moody was the first night, but last night Podziemski was 3 of 6 from 3. It just felt like it was the most like inopportune times for a Brandon Podziemski to be the one shooting the basketball, and it was just cash. So that's kind of some of the stuff on the fringes. Like Steph is the headline, 49 points, 16 of 26 from the field, 9 of 17 from 3-point range. He was a +9 in 36 minutes. Like you said, he went nuclear, but like, to me, it was the Podziemski threes in the second half that really just was like thorn in our side. Like, come on, man. He had one from like 28 feet top of the key that just like deflated the run we were trying to make. So that was one thing for me that I stuck with me.
He's so annoying to me. Yeah, Pods is so annoying to me, and like that's coming from like a white lefty as well player. I thought usually there's a white lefty in the league. I'm like, yeah, I'm all in on you, and
that's
I like
your boy.
You. No, that's not my boy. I do not
him.
Yeah, he's annoying. Go ahead, Stu.
For me, last night turned into a firework game for sure. Where you get that fuse lit early on, and slowly time ticking until you blow up, and we either win, go crazy. I'm going crazy either way. Go crazy for a dub, or y'all saw my text last night. Go crazy in that way. So yeah, so it turned into I'll get 7, 8 of those a season. We've already had 2 this year with the Lakers game and the last night's game. 0 for 2 so far, so not good. But just it was one of those firework games, time ticking until I blow up. And second half just standing 2 feet from the TV the whole time. We made a good run the second half, got up a double-digit lead late in the third quarter, early fourth. We were up 92-82, whatever time frame that was of the game. And Steph Curry came back in and killed us. But like you said, Reagan, dude, offense, both games just looked bad, man. Just looked bad. I touched on it a little bit Wednesday where I said we were up 15, but we looked bad. It carried over last night. They kind of looked bad too. And then you talked about Steph 49, but also like after the game in the post game, Blake Griffin and Dirk were talking about, it's complete facts. Like he's still also the most like unselfish because those last 3 minutes, once there was nothing we could do to stop him, we started doubling. That's when Pods, that's when GP hit and Draymond got that easy slip. Like we started to give up really easy buckets just so it was like, hey, I don't give a fuck as long as it's not Steph Curry. And I like that, but then also just like, I don't like we're up 3 again. We get a big bucket, minute and a half left, and then we give Draymond an easy slip layup to the basket because we're so focused on Steph. Like there's got to be sometimes when it's just fucking make another 3 over one of our best defenders instead of just giving up that perfect easy look. But yeah, I mean that's where I'm at. Just offense hasn't looked good. A lot of times, just one pass, chucked up a shot, 2 passes. I want to find ways to get Wemby the ball. Of course, we all want that, but not with 20 seconds left. And like, let's pass the ball around, shift the defense side to side, make the defense work. Get Wemby the ball with 8, 9 seconds left in the shot clock. But we're just not seeing that. We're not being creative. We're just one pass, a little slip screen. Just every time, there's no creativity on offense, and it's tough to watch.
Well said, Stuart. I completely agree with that take. My other thought I had on this was they had in both Wednesday and Friday, they had, I don't know what the numbers are, but it looked like every other possession, they got 3 chances. They got 3 looks at a shot. It was awful offensive or defensive rebounding for us. And they were just crashing the glass. But here's what I have to say. I think those were anomalies because they look so off. Like when Draymond shoots a shot and it goes it barely nicks the rim and it like kind of bounces down. Like there's these weird bounces that like I can't even fully blame us for them. Like for not grabbing these boards or
those
Steph
types of misses are the hardest misses to rebound.
They're hard. And like even if you have position that just like bounces a certain way, or Steph when he comes in and he's like leaning and he's throwing up a shot high arcing and it looks online and then it just bounces another weird way. Like that's just so hard to prepare for. And so I don't fully blame us, but it was absolutely obvious though, like how much we got just out rebounded for us on the defensive end. So it was like, that sucked. And then, I mean, I would love to get into the last shot of the game. I don't know if y'all are ready for that though, but
let's talk Draymond Wemby. That's what,
there you go.
That made my ticking time bomb speed up a lot. That whole 3-4 minutes of time play. So let's talk that, man.
That was epic, dude. Like Draymond, I forget why he out of nowhere. He just went
Couple
like
calls
full
that he was
Draymond
tight about.
psycho mode. It was waiting for it was the out of bounds play. Like Draymond was pissed about like a non-call. I think Wemby blocked him twice and he didn't even jump. But Wemby blocked him twice. Draymond was bitching for a foul for like 2 or 3 trips down the court. Then there was a dead ball situation. Spurs are, baseline out of bounds. And Draymond starts getting up into Wemby, starts like pushing him, getting in his face, yelling at the ref, no, this is fine. Don't worry about it. I'm good. This is me. You can't do anything about it. I'm in his space, whatever. And then Wemby's just like cool, calm, collected the whole time. Ball gets handed off. I saw it the whole way.
Saw him get
and
like his eyes kind of
back shoulder spin, left hand, boom.
Dude.
On your head, little boy.
Dude, I'm sorry to cut you off. Yeah, it was beautiful. But you saw even Jeremy on the backside too. He was like, "Oh, I see what's about to happen," and he like kind of backed up toward the 3-point line of like, "I'm gonna watch this happen." On the backside, right? And so, dude, like you said, beautiful. They gave a little spin, caught it with the left, and just threw down on Jimmy and Draymond. Dude, it was sick, dude.
And then stood over Draymond and looked down at him and said, "Little boy, that just happened. Shut up." And like it was I honestly think like it was like a healthy like crap talk right there. Like I don't think Wemby said anything out of pocket. Here comes Jeremy getting in Draymond's face. The whole team's like got huddled up. It made it super intense. The shot didn't count, which I still don't really understand. They called the foul like before Wemby caught the ball or something, but to me, he's going up. He's in that should have counted. It should have been an and one in my opinion. But some will say the shot didn't count. I will just hold that against Draymond for the rest of his career. But that moment right there was kind of like, all right, Draymond, you officially cannot do anything with Wemby at times.
Yeah,
and it's just the Warriors, man. They're one of those teams. Like I pray we do. I just want to make playoffs, of course. But like if it's like the Warriors, if it's Houston, if it's OKC, any of those teams like first round playoffs, man, it's just gonna like Lakers even. I just fucking hate them all so much, man. Like. I know I'll get into it against any team in the playoffs, but like, I fuck with Joker. I like Denver. Who are they? They don't really bother me much, like, but if it's just these 4 teams, I can't with them, man. So last night just started to piss me off so much. And I know and it's coming in the future. Once we play all these team and playoff series, man, oh my gosh, it's going to be a wreck for weeks.
Yep. Yeah, it's not good for your health, huh, Stu? Yeah, no, that's hilarious.
Not good for my health.
There's something a little poetic, I think, about this Warriors team and this Spurs team. Because if y'all remember, like when the Warriors were starting to become the Warriors with Steph and Clay and Draymond, they could not beat us. Like they kept butting their heads up against. We were kind of that team. Like we were still contending for championships. We just won a championship. Kawhi was becoming Kawhi. Like Manu was still killing. Yep. There was that game in San Antonio where Kawhi inbounded it directly across to Manu and high arcing 3-ball to win the game.
I was there.
You were there.
Double OT game, big
all
time.
Those moments where the Warriors just couldn't get past us, and we were kind of the team that they had to finally take down to become their own. I feel like that might be happening with us, and that roles have now reversed a little bit because we struggle with their style of play. We can be looking so great, 3-game win streak. We're 8-2, and then we come up and we drop 2 close ones. Steph finds a way to just be Steph, and like it happens so often. So it's kind of like this poetic decade-long relationship we've had with the Warriors.
You said it perfectly with their style of play, man. I want to get into that. They're a bad matchup for us. They're just, it's like we match better up with like the T-Wolves, where like they have big guys out there, like it's more physical. The Warriors are just they're small ball quick. Like we're just not there because we're still young. They just play so smart on offense, all the back screens, all the slips. Like I said, we start to focus on Steph, and then Steph, okay, I just want to win. Like that, and the other guys get going. They just play so good together. They're a well-oiled machine, man. They've been doing it for years together, obviously, at least the few guys. And they're just a bad matchup, man. I just don't like playing against them, that small ball lineup. I kind of like playing against it with anyone. We just can't. And let's talk about that. They did it last night, too. We've seen it a lot now ever since Phoenix did to us. We can't do shit. We still can't do shit against it. Anytime someone plays a zone against us, we're ass. We break down.
lost.
No one knows what to do against zone. It's like, dude, put Wemby in the fucking middle of the free throw line, throw it up to him, turn around like you're fucking in 5th grade, find someone out, or just shoot a little jumper, take the one-on-one guy in the middle. Like, there's so many things to do, and we just can't do anything against zone.
The only time we've had success against the zone was against the Rockets in that game. But that was more so Reed Shepherd kind of getting lost on his assignment there, not going with those cutters and kind of handing off to the low man. Wemby did a good job 2 possessions in a row, got him out of that zone. But aside from that couple-minute stretch, you're right. We have not had any success against zone play so far.
And everyone around the league notices that because no way, like, I'm sorry, but no way the past now 5-6 games, every single team has at least gone a stint of zone against us. You don't see that NBA game, like, not on a nightly basis. And every team so far, since that Phoenix team, has gone zone against us at least for a period of the game, 5, 6, 7 minutes. And we haven't been able to score on it, man. So keep seeing it coming. Watch. Just wait for Sunday. Wait for Tuesday. Like, the zones will keep happening until – because guess what? We're not a good three-point shooting team. So why not play zone against –
How do you break a zone?
Yeah,
well, exactly.
Shooting. Drive, hit some shots, but we're just not doing that. So it's going to keep coming.
Yep. No, you're that's so perfect that you said that, Stu, and Reagan. It was because Stephon Castle, he had a wide ass open look whenever they went to that zone. Obviously, they're gonna give it to him. And by the way, like, I thought he would turn the corner by now, but he has not turned the corner on his three-point shot yet. Stephon Castle, like, he's playing phenomenal. Like, anywhere around the paint in that mid range, he's freaking money. He's probably one of the best in the game. I think that from like one of the last statistics that I saw, but my gosh, from 3-point land, he's still
23% from 3 so far this year.
23% is
that might be
absolute.
a regression.
It is. Last year he was 28.5. Now he's 22.9.
I think he's
on basically the same 4 attempts a game.
I still think he's going to turn the corner there, but like, I thought I would see it already. Like, I thought it would be a couple of games like, all right, no, this is what I trained for. This is what I was. No, it's not. I'm not seeing that at all. So there's that. De'Aaron Fox, I mean, he's a shot maker, but he's not like a shooter. Like, he's not like not leave him up. What people aren't like this whenever he's like wide ass open, or, you know, like kind of someone leaves him on defense. It's like, yes, he'll make shots. You know, he had that one crazy look. It was someone in his face, shot clock winding down, like that deep 3 or whatever. That was phenomenal. That's what I mean. He's a shot maker, and he can be streaky, but he's not like a shooter by any chance. And then we got Julian and Harrison Barnes in the corners, but I think teams are also starting to scout those skip passes that we're trying to make too. Like, we turned the ball over on Wednesday and on Friday, trying to make those those, you know, Stephon Castle is really good coming in the league. Dylan Harper, who we missed desperately, he's really good at making those passes. De'Aaron Fox, like, we try to make these little skip passes in the corner, coming off of the screen or whatever else, just top of the key, just thinking that the defense won't look. But my gosh, like, we're just getting stolen out there. So if there's not any penetration, if there's no flash to the middle, like you just mentioned, Reagan, from Wemby, and turn, look, kick to the corner, like, they're kind of neutralized as well. Our shooters are kind of neutralized. So we need something. We need to figure that out, because that's just ridiculous. It is ridiculous.
There's not enough, but like you said, there's not enough ball movement. You have to manipulate the zone with either cuts, flashes to the middle, or side-to-side passing. And for whatever reason, all 5 guys just get stuck in mud when that zone comes around, and sometimes even in man situations. And that can't happen. Mitch has to coach those habits out of this team, because as soon as the movement is gone, whether that be physical player movement or ball movement, nothing can happen. And like you said, the skip passes are not there. You have to have more manipulation of the defense to open up those passing lanes. If you can do that, great. The passes will be there. But trying to force it too early into your offensive sets or schemes, it's not going to be there, and it's going to be turnover after turnover. And these NBA level defenses are going to continue to read it, and it's going to be telegraphed at a point. So,
and what you also said, this plays into, like I said, our offense hasn't looked good, man or zone. Our offense hasn't looked good, and to beat that zone, quick ball movement, all that, that's exactly what I said. We're not doing. We're getting one pass of possession and chucking up a 3, driving, going 1-on-1 ISO. I just don't like our style of play right now. Every single time, and I guess this is what we're rolling with. But every single time they make a basket, we get a board. They miss, we get a board. Whatever. Every single time, Mitch, push the ball, go, go, go. It's like sometimes, dude, just fucking slow up. Let's get a good set. But just watch every single time Mitch does this. Go, go, get it out. Run, run, run. It's like we'll run and we're getting 20 turnovers a game. How about we slow it down, run a fucking set, and like get Wemby the ball in a good spot? I'm just not liking how offense is looking.
I agree.
Kind of the full season so far. Thank God we're 8-4, but it's tough, man. We need to figure out who we are.
We need a second point guard. We need Dylan Harper back.
Absolutely. Yep. That's what I say. Again, we missed him desperately. That's number one. I think we win one of, if not both those games, if he's back on the court. And just because of his, like, again, it's already veteran-like composure in those games. Like, he can break down defenses. He get to the foul line. He's a great willing passer. He's just doing his role. I'll go on and on. But to your points, too, that kind of, I think that's a topic that we need to, like, keep on track of throughout the rest of the season, just because if you look back on all their games that we've even won, we're winning games that we previously would not have won. However, we are still blowing leads. There comes a point in each game where it was the Brooklyn game and the Chicago game and the Pelicans game where, like, we should just win those games, but we're at some point in the game, second half, we're just not executing. And it looks like we're just trying to have to, like, etch it out, and we're just trying to have to, like, struggle our way and, like, find a way to get buckets here and there. It's not easy at all. And so that's, like, to your point, it's just really being revealed in a really good team where it's like we need flow in the offense. So yeah, great point there.
And it all leads into the last play. What do we think?
Last play. Thank you. So that's it. We're coming up. It sounds like we just got destroyed. I mean, we kind of did in some way, shape, or form, but believe it or not, Spurs Bros, we had a chance to win the game at the very end. We were up by 1. They come down. By the way, Warriors come down, and Wemby has almost like the most ridiculous block I may have ever seen. I don't know. I mean, I say that about everything that he does, but just the angle of that block looked like there was just no way that could happen. I thought for sure I was either going to be a foul or just going to go in that layup from Jimmy Butler. But oh my God.
Steph broke him down first off, like went between the legs, behind the back, crossover, and like weeds in and out, spider dribble, and then left hand behind the back, dump off to Jimmy. Wemby was like playing it the whole way really well, but then go gadget extendo arm, dude, just like reached all the way over and somehow didn't make any contact with Butler's body and pinned it. It was insane.
It didn't make
Curry was like defeated.
Yeah, well, yeah, dude, that's the thing. And so everyone thought, Wemby thought that was it. Like, that was sort of like the boom, all right, let's go win this game, because there was 30-something seconds left in the game. He turns to their bench. You saw that. Like, he was like yelling. He was like, like for half a second while we grabbed the rebound and we're bringing the ball up. Then we get a shitty shot. We get a shitty shot off of that. De'Aaron Fox.
Shitty shot. Had no chance of going in.
He shot with 5-6 seconds left in the shot clock, too. It's like, if I'm Mitch, I know we only had one timeout left because, number one, we challenged a bad play.
We were up.
End. Yeah,
we're up at that point too.
I
Devin
would say
wasted a timeout.
Yeah, I would say do it, but we didn't, and we just throw up a bad shot. Warriors come down, and Steph does his Steph Curry thing, like, you know, he plays mind games with people, just because
He's
every
so
little
smart.
twitch he could shoot at any little twitch, and so he gets into his spot, looks like he's going to go shoot, and then, you know, De'Aaron Fox bumps into him. We go down 1. Because they make both free throws.
Zero doubt in those free throws, by the way. Like, Steph going to the line down 1 point, he's got 2 free throws.
Yeah,
I think everybody in the building knew he was about to catch both of them.
Oh yeah,
Yes.
He doesn't miss.
Yeah. Well, he was smiling. I mean, he had like he had the little mouth guard.
Yeah,
just
his
he's
mouthpiece.
smiling on that second, shot. He knows. Like, it's just
literally,
free throws.
they're still louder, crowd. Like, it ain't gonna affect me.
That's unreal. That's just unbelievable. But
At 37 years old.
so we get the ball, we go take a timeout, and we have well over 6 seconds left, and the set at the end is absolutely abysmal. I thought
Trash.
Hated it.
And if you didn't hear me, I hated it.
Yeah. I'll break this down for you guys. I know I'm kind of talking a lot, but just because I wanted to mention something at first, which is, we go and set almost like a cross screen or something for Wemby, where he gets into position on ball side inbounding.
Yes.
Right in that right sort of corner. We could just throw it into him. I say do that. I'll live with that. I'll live with that. And to just
100%.
Just go at Draymond one-on-one, get to the middle or something. I don't care. He was in good position. We don't throw it to him. We throw all the way in the backcourt, right? We throw all the way in the backcourt, and I think the play was for De'Aaron to go downhill fast. I think that was my only thought there, but he didn't. So newsflash there. That's number one. Number two is, why do you go, like, if I'm Mitch, what happens is Gary Payton II is switched on to him, and he's a great defender. He's a
very good defender.
And so, like, why do that? Why don't you just go get whoever Steph is guarding and go set that screen?
Steph started on Fox, then we got that, and then Devin came and set a switch, or Devin came and set the screen and the switch. Like, Gary Payton's a way better defender than Steph.
Go meet no Steph. I think Steph was on the far side or whatever of the play, but I'm saying, like, yeah, just go whoever that player is. Like, if I'm Mitch, I'm telling him, you go set the screen. Either way, he didn't. He's supposed to go fast downhill and try to create some action. He doesn't. He kind of like hesitates, reads the defense. Again, 6 seconds left, not much to do, and he gets to his left and he tries to go from that like little midi elbow shot for the win.
Elbow extended fadeaway, bro. It was so ugly. It was so ugly. And if the plan is for Fox to run by him, then you've got to start running as soon as you catch that ball. He took like 2 dribbles with going like half speed. I'm like, bro, what is going on? You throw the ball 70 feet away from the basket with 6 seconds left. If you want to trust Fox's speed, then Fox has to use his speed, not go half speed till you get to half court and then turn on the jets. Like, just blow by the whole way. Get to your top speed. You're faster than everybody. It was crazy. It was crazy. And then, Stuart, you want to talk? So I'll
I was gonna say, for the record, they only played 5 games together last year. Wemby and Fox, and we were in a couple tight ones right there, right when Fox got here. It was against like the Hawks and Charlotte and Memphis, but. Fox, that is his spot. Charlotte. He didn't make that. He got to his it was a little fadeaway, his little 18-footer. He hits those all the time. Though he hit one last year. But my point is, every single time so far we've gone to Fox, I want to start seeing my young superstar getting those last. I'd feel better about my mindset today if Wemby missed that exact shot over Fox missing it. Fox, I get him most clutch player of the year a couple years ago. All that, he got to his spot. He had just missed it. He probably said, like, I knew he wanted to get to that spot. Like, I'll make it my second time around. But in these tight games with both of them on the floor, I think pretty much every time now, Fox has got the shot over Wemby. And I kind of want to see Wemby start to take those larger shots.
Yeah. I want the ball in Wemby's hand. And so I sent y'all this Alec and I, hilarious, sent the screenshots with 2 seconds left at the exact same time in our group chat. And it's Fox, like, still, like, as he's picking up his dribble with 2.5 seconds left, basically, and Draymond had started to come over for help on what he probably expected to be a drive. He's caught, like, just a little too far over, and who's at the basket with his hands straight up in the air? He's pointing up. Wemby. Dude, like, Alec, I thought it was, like, this is why you're the point guard of the group. You said, I wish we would have run a designed jump pass from Fox there. Go up like he's going to shoot and then dart the lob over.
Dude, that exactly it. This is my, like, if I can send in a video to Mitch, hopefully the Spurs front office is watching this, because I'm not joking. Like, that makes so much sense as far as a play goes. Like, seemingly unintentional movements or design, like throwing that into an intentionally designed play, especially at the end where, like, nobody would think that, like, that would happen. First off, this is perfect against the Warriors because you've got Draymond Green, who again is 6'6", 6'7", whatever, like, guarding him. And you got Stephon Castle was rolling to the basket or whatever on that screen for De'Aaron. So, like, Draymond was looking at Stephon as if, like, he was trying to play both. And he was kind of caught in the middle. Wemby was kind of wide open. And so if you're, there you go. Yeah. Oh, let's see. If you run
2.3 seconds left. It's not a video. It's just the screenshots.
And look, you got Steph Curry right behind too. So it's not like there's going to be a backside sort of tip at the end either. So if you go up De'Aaron Fox and just go up and just explode up how he can. He can elevate high enough and then just throw a dart like right almost at the backboard. He can either just catch and lay in like he did earlier in the game, kind of like towards the end of the game, it was like 3-4 minutes left. He catches it on the roll and just literally, it looks so easy. It looks like a Nerf hoop to him. And whenever you just throw it near the basket, he just catches it and lays it in one swoop motion. Just throw it right there. Or he can even just come down and just go right back up, get fouled and one. Either way, like nobody's going to stop that, especially if it's like a design looking like De'Aaron's going to shoot the shot. He's a clutch player. He's supposed to be taking this last shot. We're designing this for like, just do that, throw everybody off, and nobody's going to catch it. Steph Curry is not going to.
Draymond is not getting to this ball at 11.5, 12 feet in the air. Wemby's getting to that ball, and he can lay it in as he comes down from his jump.
Right, and if it's a design play, then if I'm Mitch, I say be on the lookout. Like he's going to throw a harder pass, so like get ready to jump. Not like like if there's like
a
timing
soft lob, it's going to be a dart.
It's going to be a dart. So get ready to jump. And nobody's going to catch nobody's going to like get to that. I don't know. That's the game right there. We win that game if there's that, or you throw up another design play for Wemby. Just like you said, Stuart, like let him get the ball. Instead, let him get to the middle or like cut back. Just let him shoot that shot to win the game. I don't know. We'll see.
Then when y'all sent that photo, you also made the point like Devin was wide open in the corner. No. I would have been way more pissed if Fox passes Devin. I had to watch Devin brick one for the win.
Yeah, that shot has to be Fox, Wemby, or Castle. Like those are the only three taking that shot.
Get to the line. But yeah, I would have been way more mad if Fox did pass it up. And I said, no, Fox, you're the $50 million man. You're taking that shit. Like, I would have been way more mad if he passed it. I don't care how wide open Devin is. You got to shoot that shit. He missed it. It is what it is, fellas. 8-4.
What I don't want to hear is people people on Twitter, online, wherever, talking about $220 million man, and that's the shot. You like, relax.
That's his shot. That's his spot.
Relax. It's his shot. I hated the play design, but that's a shot he can make. It hit the rim twice.
Sure.
Like it almost bounced in.
Still almost fell in. Almost got that Kawhi roll.
Still almost went in. This would be totally different if it was if he had another 3 inches on that shot. But it was a little short. But I don't want to hear we just paid him $220 million. Shut up. We've got a full season to play this out, and for him to get in rhythm and for him to understand his teammates and to understand Wemby better. Dylan Harper will come back to calm down some of these offensive struggles that we're seeing. Like, we're going to be good. The Warriors are a bad matchup for us. This was a tough stretch of a couple of games, but the schedule coming up for us is 3 very winnable games. De'Aaron Fox against the Kings, then we've got the Grizzlies, and we've got the Hawks. So those are 3 very winnable games coming up for us.
Yeah, what a whirlwind of a season already. It's like we got to come back to earth. Holy fuck, we're only 12 games in. We got 70 of these left.
Yeah. There's so much season to go. Almost 90% of the season still in front of us.
We've already had so much emotions, high lows this season. We haven't had a full squad once yet, and it's only 12 games in. We're 8-4. We have a quarter of our wins that we've had over the last 2 years already in 12 games. It is what it is.
Yeah. Bro, when's the last time that we were this chapped about losses against a contender the next day? Years. Years. That's a good thing for us, that we're this pissed off about losing to the Warriors, who are a projected 55-win team. If you listen to Kevin Pelton, like these are losses that you kind of expect a younger team going through some growing pains and taking the next step to have. This is the team that we always struggle against. So, okay. We're 8-4. We got 3 winnable games coming up. Hopefully we take care of business, because as we turn the corner in December, that schedule gets tough.
Oh yeah. That's exactly right. Yep. And that's what I would leave with as well. Like, that's the good optimistic point of view, and it is true. It's real. And also it's like, I would be way more mad if this was middle of the year or late in the year. I would be way more upset. Like, I would have been on full tilt.
This is March.
Even January, man, like where it starts to get a little more like tightened up, I would be more pissed, but it's okay. Still very early in the year. Hopefully we can have Dylan back, man, and hopefully we'll have a better game plan for Steph. hopefully he doesn't go for 49 and 46 against us the next 2 times we play him.
Bro, just to give you an idea of what we just experienced, this is the first time Steph has had back-to-back 40-point games since 2022. And he just, it's his 44th game of at least 40 points since he turned 30. That ties him with the one and only Michael Jordan for the most in NBA history, the most 40-point games after turning 30. Like, we just witnessed literal history in the last 2 games. And, like, that says something about us and how we need to improve, that we let a 37-year-old have back-to-back 40 bombs on us, but almost 50 the second night. But Steph is Steph.
Yeah, Steph is Steph.
And we're the worst 3-point defending team in the league, and they shoot the most of them.
Yeah.
Oh, that's going to happen.
Yeah.
Throwing Jeremy in a little more last night didn't make a difference for all those Jeremy stands on X who are going crazy. Oh, my God, Jeremy, why isn't Jeremy on Steph? Buddy, Steph still went for 8 on Jeremy in 25 seconds. So no one's guarding Steph one-on-one when he's in that zone. That's a fact.
All right.
Yeah.
Right.
Fact.
Woo!
Let's predict these next 3 games and let's get out of here.
Let's do it. I mean, I say we go. Remember, we started 5-0 to start the year. We lose 2 in a row. We win 3 in a row. We lose 2 in a row. I say we win. Going back again, we win 3 in a row. Here we go, Spurs Bros. That's my prediction. So,
Stu.
Yeah, 3-0 as well. Coming off, Fox will have a good get back game against the Kings, and then as long as we do what we're supposed to do. Grizzlies, they always play us pretty tough. I could see us not maybe. And also, we haven't blown anyone out since the Mavs. I would like to see a comfortable 20-point win out of these next 3 against somebody. But the Grizzlies do always play us a little tough, if we're being honest. But they're a whole new squad this year. We're going to beat them. Ja ain't going to be fucking throwing bombs and shooting at us and all that. We're going to take care of them. And then the Hawks, we all know what everyone feels about the Hawks considering on their picks. So we're going to go 3.
Yeah, Trae Young is out for Atlanta too. Jalen Johnson is going to be the guy to stop that night. The Grizzlies are kind of a dumpster fire right now. They got a lot of internal problems to figure out. I think we handle business there, and I don't think De'Aaron Fox is going to let his former team come into San Antonio for the first time against him and win and beat us. So I've also got us going 3-0. We come back next week. And we should be 11-4 in our first 15 games, and that would be badass.
Come on. Yep. I know we went long there, boys, but obviously we had 5 games to cover, and there's a lot of emotions after those last 2. So,
a lot of emotions throughout, bro. Honestly, that Bulls game had me pumped up. Wemby's making statements, and this is all without Dylan Harper, man. All without Dylan Harper. We have yet to have a full healthy roster this season. So there's a lot to look forward to. I'm pissed about how these games went, but there's a lot to look forward to and to be excited about. Who knows what tweaks might happen in February, but right now let's just enjoy this team coming together and working these kinks out. It's still early season. It's not even December. We got a lot of stuff to work through, but I think there's a lot of talent. There's a lot of depth. There's a lot of options. Give Mitch Johnson some grace. Give De'Aaron Fox some grace. Let's lean on the alien. Let's lean on Steph Castle. We'll start to lean on Fox more, and before you know it, Dylan Harper will be back, and we'll be running like a well-oiled machine. That's how I want to leave it. But I don't know about y'all, but I'm gonna try to be positive after these 2 games.
Perfect. Well said, sir.
All right. We've got more hats, so keep hitting us up. These hats keep coming off the shelf, so let us know if you want one. Just DM us on Twitter, on Instagram. Another design coming soon. Hit subscribe. Tell a friend. Tell a friend. Go Spurs, go! And from the Spurs Bros, go Spurs, go!